Aloha, this is Chef Paul Matsumoto. We're with Chef Hui down at Pacific Gateway Center. We've been preparing meals for the community since May. We've done about 20,000 meals. So today I'm gonna share with you a recipe for upcoming Labor Day. We're gonna make some ahi poke, and then because of the fish, I usually make two types. I make ahi poke and make sashimi also. So we'll start with this fresh ahi, and we're gonna cube this up. And then what I usually do is I'll salt this and let it sit for a little bit. So in the meantime, while that's absorbing the salt, what I'll do is slice some of the sashimi. So here I've blocked off some ahi for our platter. This is all coming from the same piece of fish. So we usually use the center part of the loin for the sashimi. So here we have the poke is pretty much absorbed most of the salt. Now we add some soy sauce. And some sambal. This you can add to your liking if you like it a little bit spicier. I'm gonna mix this in. Always a sign of somebody that makes something that's tasty, you taste it. Make sure it's seasoned correctly. Now we're gonna add some of the cut onions, brown onions, then some ugu, little green onions. I'm gonna mix this through. And finally, last but not least, a little bit of sesame oil. Here you have some ahi poke for Labor Day weekend. Thank you for joining us. Ahi poke pairs well with the Kona Brew's Big Wave Golden Ale. It's about what we do here is we rescue food. So, you know, in general, in the United States, I think the number is like 45% of food just gets thrown away. The hard part about COVID is because of all the solitary time that you have, and as humans you need that touch. So even the simplest thing of somebody making a meal for you, I always believe that when you cook food, it's like another language and you can evoke an emotion out of somebody. So if it means something where we make a very tasty food and we send it out to a community and they eat it and you remember like, oh, can I see my grandma, but I'm eating this beef stew and it tastes like hers, then it's like it connects somehow, you know? So even though you cannot be there, you know, aloha is not just about being around people, it's about how you share it. You know, and sometimes it's just not just through touch. So how do you do it? Well, food's a mean of sharing that aloha. So that's why I do what I do. And a lot of you guys come out and they do it too. Aloha to Olukai. Thank you for including us in your quarantine aloha.